All right, I'm back in East Tennessee now, a little bit early from my Florida trip, and I brought some mullet with me. So I'm going to use some saltwater bait and freshwater to see if I can catch a big catfish. Now what I got going on here is something that I saw Salt Strong do. They took a mullet, they cut the middle piece out, basically making it the flapper, and used a knocker rig to catch big tarpon. A long time ago, I saw another video of a guy who did the same thing with bluegill to catch flathead catfish. So hopefully, they'll be hungry for some mullet here. I'm more than likely to catch a blue here than a flathead, but you never know. And I'm just dropping it down, a 6/0 circle hook. I'm going to leave them locked down and let the fish hook itself. Now before my buddy got sick and we had to come back here, I was able to fish on the bottom with some mullet. I found a nice creek channel edge that dropped off about 5 to 10 feet, put out 2 rods, and this happened. Right as I turned off the camera, yeah, whatever it was took me into a snag. Now that was definitely a strange bite. It started out with just barely like tapping it, and then it moved it to the right, and then eventually it bent the rod down. Almost makes me think it was a moray eel that grabbed the bait and then went back into its den. And once it was back in the den or whatever it was hiding in, I could not get it out of that structure and broke my line. Funny enough, the same thing could happen here because this wall is about 30 feet deep and there are slots in it where the catfish hide and stripers, and they will grab the bait and go under there. And these reels have braid on them. Braid and concrete, they don't mix. Now let's see if I can actually catch something. Oh. Oh, he must have had the body. Man. That's pretty good. That was pretty quick. I wasn't sure what was going on. It does have a long body. It'd be nice to have a double hook rig here. Something down there is willing to eat it. I got a little bit of wind and a little bit of current. It's just barely holding me in place right now. At least it was good enough for whatever that fish was. All right, I had to reposition myself a little bit. Trolling motor's acting up when there's no current and stuff. It just has a hard time spot locking. Now this is the one that's been chewed on a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it must be really tiny. I think I'm going to put new mullet on and I'm going to cut it like I cut catfish bait. Especially since I missed that one earlier. Alright, a couple of chunk pieces. Oh, the boat is moving to the side here. Looks like we got backwards current. That's weird. I may have to move the boat a little bit, but I'm going to leave the baits in the water while I move it. That's the way this spot can be. It can be really hard to fish sometimes. Whoa! Is he still there? Might be. I hope so. Did that pretty good. Yeah, he's there. He's there. Ah, cool. I was using my multi-bar to put 2 rods on one side since nothing's behaving here. Cool. Tennessee River Blue on mullet. Well, technically this isn't the Tennessee River, but it flows into the Tennessee River. Got a little damage on his head. He has been in the concrete. Look at that. Nice one. Awesome. Not skunk. Really cool. Freshwater fish on mullet. Grow up. And I get to reuse the bait too. Just going to put it right back out there. All right, I'm going to leave these out here, see if I can get another one. It did take a little while to get that one, but at least there's some fish here. Hopefully there's some bigger fish here. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh. Pull and drag.
I'll let you go.
All right. Talking to a buddy on the phone. This is my lucky rod today. Got my hat turning on backwards because of the sun. Oh, that's cool. Maybe this guy's a little bit bigger. Yeah. Oh yeah. Not bad. I don't know if I'm going to have to get the net or not. I'm going to try to hand land him. Oh, he's barely hooked. Uh-oh. Whoa, yeah. Lively. All right. See if I can get this guy in before he pops hook. Usually if you keep pressure, they won't, but oh, hey, a little too far there. All right. Cool. Not bad. Maybe I should start using mullet instead of skipjacks. Look at that. Nice blue. Very cool. Talking to us. He's saying, give me more mullet, give me more mullet. You hear that? Give me more mullet. All right, buddy. Grow up. And he kept that piece of mullet. So I'm going to have to cut a new piece and get it out there. This is a 100-pound leader line. It's called a knocker rig. I added a bead to it. 2-ounce egg sinker. And I'm actually using an FG knot, and it seems to be holding up pretty good. All right, going to put a headpiece out on this one for this round. I will say this braid is allowing me to put the bait right on the wall. Monofilament floats a little bit, so as it would fall, it would be falling away from the wall. But because I'm using braid and braid cuts through the water really good, it's going straight down. I don't know if that's helping or not. Let me know in the comments below, do you think that having this bait right on the wall helps? I guess I will leave this one ready. Hopefully it won't be bad luck. Well, I gave this a couple of hours and caught a couple of nice fish. I guess freshwater fish do like mullet. Now I would go a little bit longer to see if I could catch a couple more catfish. However, the batteries on my action camera are dying. I actually forgot to charge them once I came back up here from Florida. Thankfully, there was enough charge on it to do this video. Now, I do plan on fishing with the mullet later on today. I'm going to try to drag with the mullet in one of my favorite coves to see if I can catch some catfish while dragging. With what I'm seeing here, I should be able to. I also have about one more day on the mullet before it gets too ripe, so I'm definitely going to flathead fish with it in the future as well. So stay tuned to my channel and make sure you're subscribed to it if you're not. Now, as always, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to actually watch this video. I really, really appreciate it. And definitely wish me luck that I can catch more catfish with this mullet. And maybe some bigger catfish. Now I'm going to reel these up, head to the boat ramp, and then head to a car wash because there is still salt all over this boat. Although it did get rained on really, really hard in Florida. I was hoping that downpour had gotten rid of all the salt on the boat, but it didn't. So I'm going to have to take a pressure washer to her. That's what happens when you take a boat to the salt. You just got to take some fresh water and spray her down afterward. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.